Good morning, Spartans, and Happy New Year. I'm Natalie,
And I'm Ava.
and you're watching The Ocean View.
Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, and it's a pink schedule day. It's also National Festival of Sleep Day.
The holiday was created to help you catch up on your Z's after a busy festival season. Just don't do it during class.
Right. Our teachers don't like that. We've got a nice short show day. Now let's get to the announcements.
The Math Club is doing a fundraiser where students can use their volume and math skills to guess the amount of Jolly Ranchers in a container. Each guess is $1. To guess, see Miss Pollard, room 855, or during Red Lunch Day. Correct guesses win the Jolly Ranchers at the end of the fundraiser. Guesses will be accepted from January 2nd to January 16th.
5th graders' free play in chess esports is canceled today. We will resume next week. All other esports groups will meet as usual. Check with Mr. Houston or on Google Classroom for the updated schedule.
Okay, now it's time for another episode of Happening Holidays. Take it away, guys!
Hello, my name is Ethan.
Hi, I'm Kayla,
And I'm Daniela.
and this is Happening Holidays.
Today, we want to talk about Christmas.
I can't believe Christmas has been celebrated for 1,687 years.
That's crazy. That means it started all the way back in the year 336.
That's right.
Christmas is celebrated on December 25th. People do many things around that holiday, like Christmas and Three Kings.
Have you ever seen the Rockettes?
I love the Rockettes. They're amazing dancers who do a special performance for Christmas.
It's so incredible how they stay in sync when they kick their legs high and even fall into each other.
Speaking of the Rockettes, I bet this Christmas tree in New York is going to be bigger than last year's.
Have you ever gone to see it? I went when I was 3 years old. If you don't see Santa when you're there, you can mail him your Christmas wish list to the North Pole.
Hopefully, if you have not been naughty, you can get what you asked for.
Remember, he's always watching, just like Mr. Amado.
Well, Spartans, that's it for now.
Have a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year!
Hello, hello, hello.
Thanks, guys. It really was a magical winter break.
Now, let's head over to our own very cool Veronica for some sports.
Today we have some wide world of sports news for you. Going all the way to Slovakia this time, Igor Spinsova became the first ever 15-time champion of toe wrestling. Igor beat Danica Tugovic in an epic battle of toe wrestling that went to a 12th round. Igor used his pinky toe to put Danica's big toe into submission, clinching to the win. All of Slovakia shut down today as people from the greatest nation of Slovakia celebrate Igor's win. And that's it for sports. Back to you, Studio A.
Wow! All right. Thanks for those random and wacky sports. Well, that's it for today's show, folks.
Have a great day, Spartans. Bye!
Today I'm here with,
Mr. Hoyle.
and we're going to ask him some questions about cross country. So, Mr. Hoyle, what made you to start coaching cross country?
So why did I get into cross country? It's a sport that most people don't do because it's too hard. And a lot of kids don't fit in with their other sports. Either they're not the best on their team, right? Or they feel like they're not good at a certain sport. And cross country is a sport for those kids who aren't sure where they fit. They come and run and they realize they can run well and they can win races and they can be champions in a different sport than what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. So, when your team is losing meets, what do you tell them to get motivated?
Well, I told you before, we don't lose too much, right?
Yeah.
But when we have a tough time, right, most of our athletes, because of their training, right, they know what they're capable of. So A lot of times they run their races and their race pace so they can get back in the race because they know what they're capable of, right? They don't give up. They move their hands faster. They pick their knees up, and they just focus on the person in front of them.
That's great. What's your favorite activity to run at for your kids to run at cross country that they think is torture?
That they think is torture?
Yeah.
I think most of the kids like to do Indian runs, right? But most kids don't like to have to do a race pace in practice for the whole course, because in middle school that's a mile and a half, right? So a mile and a half is tough, and when we ask them to do a race pace, they have to run it fast. So I would say the mile and a half in practice would probably be the toughest thing for most kids.
Yeah. All right, that's it for today.